Hello, my name is Sonora Rose and I'm a makeup and special effects artist from Los Angeles, California. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a slit throat. With me today is my lovely model, Katy, and before we get started, I'm going to show you some of the products that we'll be using. So right here, to actually make the slit throat, we're going to be using nose and scar wax, and on top of that, liquid latex. These are very important. To finish the look, we have blood and just kind of a loose translucent powder. All right, so let's get started. With nose and scar wax, you want to use an oil-free moisturizer because it tends to get really sticky on your fingers and it's hard to kind of make it stick and move around. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this, massage it into my fingers, and I'm just going to smear up the sides. And don't worry about making it look neat because we're just going to spread it out. All right, so just keep moving it upwards until it sticks to the skin. Add a little bit more moisturizer. And now we're just going to blend it down. If any little excess pieces fall off, you can save them and use them if you want to make it bigger or longer. So right now I'm just stretching the nose and scar wax up the side of the neck. And it's creating a kind of bumpy texture in the middle, and that's what you want. There we go. And we're going to make the slit now. So very gently, we're going to take our palette knife, wipe it off. And just very gently, I'm just going to be going up and down, not all the way across, and just making little indents into it. So just moving up and down. We're just going to start to open it up. There we go. So now we're going to go and add our liquid latex. So you want to shake it up. And I'm going to take just a regular paintbrush that you can throw away, something that you don't mind getting really dirty because this stuff will stick to your brush and it's just terrible. It smells bad. You just want to make sure you have something you could just throw away. So I'm going to dip the brush in. I'm going to tap it out. And I'm just going to do one layer right across her neck. Going back and just adding a little more. And you just want to spread it across like this. Make sure that the edges aren't too thick and that they're thinner than what it is in the middle, because you do want it to blend into the skin when we're done. Okay, make sure that's all over. I'm just going to take a little more and just dab it at the ends. All right. The next few things I'm using are an alcohol-based color wheel. And this is just alcohol activated, so you spray the alcohol in here and it activates the color. These are very, very bright colors, so you want to use them more for lacerations and cuts. A little bit this blue right here, this red right here, and then a really bright orange red. I'm going to take a brush and just kind of mash up these colors, mix them around. And we're going to start with a little bit of a deeper color for the middle of the wound. All right, a little more alcohol. All right, so now that we have this mixed, we're going to go in and just start painting the inside of the wound. Okay. So now that we have the base color down, what we're going to do is go in with our Ben and I color wheel, and we're going to take this color red, which is kind of like a burgundy brick red, scoop a little bit out, and take a different brush, and this is the color that we're going to put right around the edges so it looks more deep and in depth. So just get right up in there. All right. Now I'm going to go back with my alcohol palette, and I'm going to spray a little more black this time. A little bit of red. All right, and now we're going to mix those together. Get a really dark red. Same thing, just start painting that on. Anywhere that you see skin color or any tan color. I'm using a little more black just to go in the deep creases so it looks deep. So we're going to take some stage blood. We're going to pour a little bit out onto our makeup palette. And I'm going to take just a regular brush like this, dip it in, and just start stippling the blood around little parts of. And we want it to look fresh, like she just got her neck sliced. So take it out a little bit on the wound and just tap it. All right. I'm just going to put a little more blood right in the center so it looks really, really deep and it's still bleeding. All right, and in the deepest impact point, which is right here, just put a big glob of blood. Also, right in this corner too. Okay. Now for the finishing touch, we're going to take a stipple sponge that looks like this, and we're just going to take a little bit of blood that we had before, blot it out, and we're just going to gently start tapping around the wound. What this does is add texture to the wound, and it looks kind of blood spattered, and that's what you want to go for when you have a freshly sliced neck. A little bit up top. Around the sides. And for the final touch, we're going to take our blood again, and we're going to take the same little brush that we were using before, and just take a big glob of blood, put it right in the middle. And there you have your freshly sliced neck.